How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout for episode 6 of Restoration Project Rangers. And today I was expecting to be playing Celtic in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup, but it turns out Ross County actually put Celtic out after extra time, so it's Rangers against the Staggies from up north in Scotland. Fairly confident about winning this. Hopefully we can get through to a final. Since the last episode, we have won the Challenge Cup, beating Wraith Rovers 4-0 in the final. So we've completed a treble, a unique treble, I guess, for Rangers, in winning a competition they've never won before, along with the League Cup, which we beat Celtic in the last episode for, and the League, obviously. Now, in terms of the league, we are still unbeaten. Just take a look at that. 93 points. I'm desperate to get up to 100 points. We've got 3 games left, so we could finish potentially on 102 points. Goal difference, I'm not going to get it up to 100. I can't see us scoring 25 goals in 3 games. But nonetheless, plus 75 is just absolutely ridiculous. We have slipped up a few times. We've had a few draws now. Queen of the South being the latest draw that we had. As ever, the ticker will have the information on those matches. So, other than that, what have I been up to? Well, I've done a bit of work behind the scenes. So I've brought in Carlos Puel from Barcelona. Well, it's not directly from Barcelona, I suppose. He was unattached. I brought him in as a scout to try and get a hold of youngsters from Spain who can cut it in Scotland. And what I've done so far is I've been trying to sign these players here. Now, unfortunately, I haven't managed to get them all. David Babunski was unable to get him. He signed a new deal with Barcelona. Juan Camara has also signed a new deal with Barcelona. These guys were talking to me. They just decided to stay with their respective clubs. Alex Febas, who also decided to stay with Real Madrid. Alejandro Galindo I have managed to secure. Doesn't look particularly amazing, but he's signed on as a hot prospect, so he's not getting paid a great deal, and I think he's got the potential to develop into something good. Oliver Knudsen from AAB2 is signing, a 19-year-old central defender, because Dominic Ball goes back to Spurs at the end of the year. I wanted to try and bring in some other players there. Luca Gasparotto is back from his loan from Morton and has already made an appearance, and I think he's a decent enough player, but certainly Rob Kiernan isn't really the strongest part of the defence at the moment, and I want to make sure that he has competition. And I managed to secure Diego Llorente from Real Madrid, who I think looks like a really good player, to be honest. 22 years old, got all the sort of stats you would want for a central defender, and he's got plenty of time to develop, so I'm really excited about that signing. And then I wasn't able to get Alvaro Tejero. I tried to sign him because I thought you could play in both positions, a bit like Oscar Burr or Boer, and he looks like a really good player, but he's decided to stay on at Real Madrid as well. So anyway, that's the kind of signings that are there. Nothing really else to talk about in terms of what's been going on, so I'll just jump into our team selection for today's game against Ross County. So I've got a little bit of shuffling around to do, as I have been playing a weekend team in the league the last few games. Certainly Robbie McCrory's having a few more games. He's now up to 8 games, and you can see what that's doing for his stats. 18 years old, his stats are improving quite a bit. Where is Danny Wilson? Get him back in. Chris Chandler has been playing as well, and he's dropped his concerns about first team football. Rotation is working relatively well. In terms of how I'm going to line up for today, get Barry Mackay back on, Robert Scov. As you can see, Fraser Aird has been playing as well. I've also been playing Ross Lyon. He's now had 5 games, 6 sub appearances and 3 goals. So he's not doing too badly either. If we can just take a look, you can see his skills are all improving nicely as well, and he's only 18 years old. So things are going pretty well for us at the moment. Long may they continue. So I think that is the team I would like to go with. Just check the bench. Oh no, jeez, nearly forgot. Yeah, he scored 42 goals this year. I mean, Hardy's done all right. I'm not convinced by him, not yet. So I think in the summer I'll be looking for a regular first team striker. Tom Walsh, as I said before, I don't think he really is a striker. He's managed to score a couple of goals. Might look to get him on loan next year to some club in the Scottish Premiership, maybe the Championship, I don't know, we'll find out. I would prefer to have Fraser Aird on the bench, I think, rather than Ross Lyon, just because you can play in more than one position. But failing that, I think we're good to go, guys. So this is for the chance to appear in our second final at Hampden of this year, and if we could get to that final and win, we could have European football next year, which for me would be absolutely fantastic. And I've just noticed Omar Rowe is set to be an inside forward. Let's see, no, that doesn't seem to go down too well here. Okay, so now I need to go into the tactics and just change that around. Obviously I was playing Fraser Aird on the left. I have been looking for a left-sided winger, and there was one chap, I can't remember his name now, he was from Huddersfield or something, and I was just about to sign him, and it was about £2 million I think I'd agreed for, and also to have to adjust the budget. I just backed out at the last minute because I thought I was sort of panicking and rushing into things. It just doesn't seem to be a huge amount of cover on the left. I feel comfortable with what we have on the right. If Omar Rowe got injured, then we might be in a bit of bother. So yeah, I think we are good to go. Yep, we are. So turn my speed down again, slapping the wrist. So yeah, things have been progressing pretty well. Obviously the game against Celtic was quite close, and I thought if I got them here there was a chance we might not get to the final, but Ross County have done us a favour with their extra time win. We actually had to go to extra time with Hibs as well. They pushed us all the way. But here's a chance now. Barry Mackay cutting infield, looking for Wallace. Whips it in with his right foot, but it's headed clear. Ross County now looking to go on counter-attack. We have been pretty poor when it comes to counter-attacking when I don't play a holding midfielder. It just depends what type of game we're playing as to whether I do that. Wallace now, roll to the back post. Mackay was offside but couldn't finish anyway. Decent enough start. Most of the possession again. Good few highlights in our favour. Omar Rowe now onto his right foot. What can he do? To Waghorn, and somehow Fox saved that from all of 6 yards with Waghorn thumping it at goal. Cracking save. So yeah, 2 shots, 2 on target, 20 minutes down, 59% possession. Yeah, no need to change anything yet. I'm hoping this game will be a bit better for us than in the league. Teams are really sitting in on us and just getting us in the counter, and we're dropping points where teams have only had a couple of shots at goal and 1 on target. As Waghorn got through and put it wide. Oh no, keeper got a touch. I do apologise, Waggy. Back out now from the corner to Palmer. To Volks. Now to Skov. Can we work it in? Look at the number of Ross County players in there. It's a very packed box. Back out to Palmer. All the way back to Burr. And the chance has gone. That's definitely one of the things I've noticed with retaining possession, is you just give the other team the chance to get everyone behind the ball, and it's a lot more difficult to actually work your chances, and you are susceptible to counter-attack. But if you want to get most of the possession, that's the way to do it, I guess. Waghorn has been poor in this half, and to be honest, most of them have been poor. So I'm going to say I'm not happy. Barry Mackay's not taking that particularly well. See if we can just turn it round with him. No, doesn't look like it. So unfortunately Barry Mackay seems to dislike my talk, but maybe he'll spur himself on for a good second half here. As I say, there is no real urgency to change things around. We are in control. We're just kind of plugging away to try and get that goal. Perhaps I might try to take off retaining possession just to see if we can go that little bit quicker in our play and see if we can get more chances. So here's Skov now trying to find Rowe. Wilson cuts out the ball through, good defending there. Volks, Skov, Waghorn, through on goal. It's number 43 of the season for Waghorn. Still hopeful that he can get to 50. He's got another 3 league games and the Scottish Cup Final potentially, as well as the remainder of this game. So 7 goals out of 4 games. Can he do it? I really hope he can, but he has been slowing down of late. He just hasn't had the same form as earlier in the year. Boer now to Mackay. Waghorn coming deep. To Volks, to Waghorn again. Out wide to Mackay, hugging that touchline as he does ever so well. Palmer now to Skov. Skov losing out. That was quite a dangerous challenge there from behind, but he won the ball. Now Ross County with the chance. Wilson cuts it out well. Plays it back to Fotheringham. Nice and calm defending there from us. Wallace forward to row, turning defence to attack. In the blink of an eye, Skov with an unbelievable challenge from behind there. Volks now forward, lifts it over the top to row, and he slots it in at the near post. 2-0, 59 minutes gone. Very, very comfortable. And what is really reassuring about this season so far is the teams we have been playing in the Cups have been Premiership sides, and we have been doing really well against them. We haven't really fluked out. Maybe the Dundee United game in the first one of the kind of cup ties that I did a live come on, we got lucky there. Got to extra time, but I think we did just edge it, to be honest. Okay, so things are going well, but we've got a few players looking a little bit tired, so we'll just shuffle things around a little bit. Barry Mackay's complacency is never really a good thing to have. I think we'll go with that. I don't see the need to make 3 changes here. 15 minutes to go. You know, we've got a chance we can put the icing on the cake with another goal. Maybe Waghorn can get his 44th. We'll just see. Or maybe the clock will just count down. It looks as though making that change to take off retain possession just gave us that little bit of extra going forward. Very comfortable game. I mean, there wasn't even a shot, I don't think, from Ross County that we saw in the highlights. Although I may just have tempted fate here. Are they going to get a chance? No. Dominic Ball heading it away. Fraser now with a long ball. Ball is caught watching the ball and hits the post for Ross County. So yeah, I nearly did jinx us. But 2-1 we still would have been okay. Headed away by Ball, and we close it down, but it goes back out wide. Now Jason Holt breaks away, and that's it. Another victory in the Cup against Premiership opposition, and we are now through to the final of the Scottish Cup. Just want to see who we've actually got in there. Schedule, actually stages is probably the better one. So it's either Dunfermline or Hearts, and it looks as though they are playing later today, is it? So let's just see if I can quickly do this. Delighted for the players. Oh, that's good. Only 2 questions this time. Let's see who we get. Did they actually have these said? I'm probably just doing what I did before here, missing out. Oh, right, they're playing the 17th. Right, there we go. Right. So let's see. It should be Hearts, really, and it is. So we will be playing Hearts in the Scottish Cup Final, and that will be the next episode and the last one of the season. After the 3 main league games, we'll play Hearts for a potential place in the Europa League, I should say, rather. If we move up to the Premiership, how are Hearts doing? Right, okay, so Hearts are not in European qualification spot, so that basically means Hearts, if they beat us, they get into the Europa League qualifiers probably next year, so we have to win it. But I'm confident. I think we can do it. Things have been going well, and that would just top off a perfect season for us. That would finish off the quadruple and put us in a great position for next year to make some money. Certainly, if you look at the finances, it hasn't been going too well. We're just about to finish off paying off our last instalment of the loan in May, I believe, and yeah, that'll be us back, hopefully working our way towards a good positive balance. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this semi-final game against Ross County. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the game, the season so far. What signings do you think you'd like me to sign? Obviously I'm going for youngsters from other places to try and build up a team over a number of years that can compete in Europe. Would you think it's a good idea to look at more experienced players? We don't have a great deal of transfer budget, 1.1 million. Who would you buy for that? Let me know. Until the next time guys, I'll see you when I see you.